So I see it's 1 exactly. I think we can start. Thank you everybody for being here. I might need to um, add some more people if they join via the lobby. I hope that the sound doesn't bother too much, but I will do so. And without further ado, I will start today's webinar. Just a few messages in advance that to note that this webinar is being recorded and we will share the webinar afterwards on our YouTube channel and through the newsletter. And if you have any technical issues, please let us know via the chat function. For any other questions you have content related, please use the Q&A and we will answer your questions after the presentations. And then I would like to give a big shout out and a huge thank you to our platinum partners for this year's World Marrow Donor Day event, Sanofi and DKMS, and also thanking Stefan Hartlieb and Idoia Leguina for both being here. We will have a short introduction with them after I present to you today's topic of the webinar, which is anyone can be a hope hero. And to explain what a hope hero is, that's a person who plays a vital role in helping a patient with a life-threatening disease receive a life-saving stem cell transplant. And this can include individuals who register as a potential stem cell donor, who donate their stem cells, or actively support the process, such as by organizing donor drives, raising awareness, or assisting with donor-patient matching. Hope heroes are essential in giving patients a second chance at life by helping to ensure they receive the stem cells needed for a potential cure. So that means everybody can be a hope hero. I will sharing now for the introduction. First, I would like to welcome Idoia Leguina, who works at Sanofi. And could you give us a short introduction, Idoia, before I'll share a video that you submitted for Sanofi?
Yeah, okay, great. Thanks, Martine. And I guess people are connecting maybe around the world. So maybe good morning, good afternoon to people connected. Thank you for this opportunity to share a little bit about myself very shortly. So basically, I'm a wife, I'm a mother. I've lived and worked across different continents and mainly with a focus on healthcare. But more importantly, today, I am here to represent Sanofi as Global Corporate Affairs Head for our franchise business. And what do I do at Sanofi? So basically partner with many organizations like WMDA. And I also have the privilege to be working alongside and knowing many patients who continue to inspire me and everybody and everyone at Sanofi to do the work that we do.
Thank you. Perfect. Then I will continue with the slides and I will share a video that you submitted.
Great, thank you.
Check the sound setting. I think it should be good like this.
A transplant brings a promise with it. A promise of hope. A new chapter in life. A promise of a future. But promises aren't always easy to keep. There are many ways they can be broken. Despite advances, transplants are tricky and can bring their own challenges. So, at Sanofi, we make it our work, together with the community, to tackle these challenges, striving to keep the promise of transplant. We use our scale, our expertise, our dedication to look after transplants and those who need them, ensuring they have the best chance to live up to their promise. Sanofi, protecting the promise of transplant.
So I think that's really a beautiful message, and I really love Sanofi's tagline, "Protecting the promise of transplant." And could you explain a little bit more in detail, Idoia, what is it that Sanofi does in this respect?
Yeah, okay. So thank you. Yeah, it's a video. It's just, I think, a 1 minute video, but I think it really tells a lot about our commitment and our purpose within Sanofi, within the transplant franchise or the business. So we believe that every transplant, as mentioned in the video, carries a promise of a new beginning, of hope and of life. But many times it becomes tricky post-transplant. So our work really focuses on developing transformative therapies and supporting patients throughout their transplant journey. Huge focus on long-term care, ensuring the patients are really at their best to be able to do sport, to be able to thrive in their lives. And we're also particularly committed to addressing challenges like chronic graft versus host disease, which can significantly impact patients' quality of life after transplant.
That's great. Yeah, because I think most people here know the challenges that patients can expect after transplant. So it's really, really beautiful. We're also very grateful that Sanofi has agreed to be our platinum partner for this event. And I was wondering, what made World Marrow Donor Day stand out to you, and why did Sanofi decide to support us?
So yes, thank you for that question. This is actually the first year. So I met WMDA very recently, I think a couple of months ago, and we've been working together to get this going. So really happy that we're here right now. So World Marrow Donor Day perfectly aligns with our mission of bringing hope to transplant patients. We really recognize that behind every successful transplant, there's a selfless donor who gave someone a second chance of life. By supporting this day, we're not only celebrating these heroes, but also raising awareness about the critical need for more donors to join the registry and how simple it is. So really creating a lot of awareness around this, I think, is really very important.
Great. And do you have any plans yourself to celebrate World Marrow Donor Day this year?
So you're are you referring to the cake off, the bake off?
Well,
This is something, yeah, to really consider. I used to bake a lot actually for my daughter's birthdays. Maybe this year I will be motivated to do something special. Yes. But from a Sanofi point of view as well, we're excited to participate in various activities leading up to World Marrow Donor Week, which is on September 15 to 20th, as we all know and we're discussing in this webinar. Our teams also at the local levels. So we have several teams at the local levels. They do work with local organizations as well and registries to raise awareness about the importance of stem cells. Sometimes they bring in these registries into Sanofi because we have a huge employee base to also motivate and create this awareness for people to sign up, for example. And our teams locally also, as well as us at the global level, we support patient communities. So this is the work that we're doing this month and every month of the year, really. So I think this is how we can really contribute. And hopefully I can bake this cake and show a few photos at the end of the month.
Please do so. That would be great. We'll like and share if you add the hashtags. And last question for you. So we've seen that World Marrow Donor Day has really grown over the past years as an event with loads of activities going on in at registries, but also online. And we're using it also not only to thank our stem cell donors, but also as a vehicle to raise awareness. And from Sanofi's side, if there's any message, is there any message you would like to give to people celebrating World Marrow Donor Day?
Yeah, so to everyone celebrating World Marrow Donor Day, I think the message is very clear from the very onset of this webinar, the message you started with, Martin, which is that remember that hope heroes come in many shapes and forms, from the selfless donors who give the gift of life to the resilient patients who really inspire us daily. And just a few weeks ago, I met a patient called Tom who was competing in the World Transplant Games, and how inspiring that really is after his journey, right? To be there competing together with all the other athletes, for example. But I would also say to the dedicated healthcare professionals and researchers who also work tirelessly to improve outcomes. So I think everyone can be a hope hero. Um, and then we have, so together with healthcare providers, donors, patient organizations, at Sanofi also, we really aim to protect the promise of transplant, as we saw in the video, and hoping to create a future where more patients can live life to the fullest. So I think that's really the main message here that I wanted to impart to everybody. And thank you for having me.
Great, sure. Yeah, we're very happy you're here, and it's really good. I think that we're collaborating in this way, and will give us a chance to reach more people and collaborate to improve life of patients. Yeah. We also have Stefan with us, Stefan Hartley from DKMS. Welcome, Stefan. Thank you for being here. Would you also give an introduction after you unmute?
Correct, unmute yourself, even as a millennial. Yeah, my name is Stefan Hartley. I work at DKMS for many years now. I'm in the position of the head of Global Business Partnerships from November on now. And I'm looking into a more global perspective on how DKMS can work with others in the community in a more professional way. That's why I'm in communication with the WMDA a lot as well. Yeah, I'm really much looking forward to the collaboration for the World Marrow Donor Day. We worked on it for quite a weeks now. And yeah, looking forward to it.
Great. You also have a few slides that you would like to share with us before we share the movie that you submitted. So I will start sharing my screen again. And then just tell me to go to the next slide if you want me to move on.
Yes. I guess we can go to the second one first, and maybe then the more interesting part will be the fourth slide. So we will skip the third one. But just as a short introduction, DKMS is working on 5 continents right now in 7 countries. We do have 13 entities worldwide, so on almost every continent, and almost 1,500 employees worldwide. As far as I know, sorry, the slides are from before my vacation. I guess we hit the 13 million within that time, but I'm not quite sure. So let's say we do have more than 12.5 million registered potential stem cell donors in our registry worldwide at DKMS, and we provided more than 123,000 second chances at life since our foundation in 1991. That makes 25 second chances at life every day, and that helps the entire community. We try to connect dots across barriers, across hurdles, across countries, and yeah, that's why we have an entity in almost every continent. Yeah, let's skip the third one. It's a question of time, I guess. So let's come to the fourth. Yeah, exactly. I tried to maybe combine a few of our activities for World Marrow Donor Day, because many of you may be asking, what are the others doing? And we actually do have activities in 2 groups. One is we try to support WMDA. It's always, yeah, comes to a lot of effort creating marketing material, especially for social media. So we try to exchange information there and provide marketing material which is already existing. So for the Cord Blood Bank Day, we have an infographic on our stem cell bank. For the research, I guess it's the lab day. We have a video which will be shown to you in a few minutes about our research activities. Then we created new content with a physician from the DKMS Collection Center who will be featured as a Hope Hero to speak about our newly product ADCUs, which are cryopreserved stem cells. And then we have another day where we want to share quotes and photo material from our colleagues at the collection center as well. So there will be a few things which we will provide to the WMDA community. And then on the other side, our own activities, we try to focus on one social media account so far, which is the LinkedIn account of DKMS Group. We will use the infographic about our stem cell bank as well on our own social media, so it will be a double feature kind of. Then we will have a special honoring for Method Half on September 16th. Of course, she's a Hope Hero for us, or maybe more her husband is, because he funded or founded DKMS because of his wife, which is Method Half. She suffered from blood cancer. Then we will have a thank you donor post, which is very important to us as well. Of course, as a donor registry, donors are very much in focus for us. So we want to focus on them as well on September 20th. And we are still finalizing the activities for the individual country teams. They do have kind of their own social media platforms and everything. So there might be even content on Instagram and other LinkedIn accounts. I hope that helps to get a bit of an overview on what DKMS is doing.
Perfect, thank you. I will quickly go over this slide as well, but it will be...
That's all right.
And then we have a video from DKMS, so I will start that now, and then we have some more time to go over some of the content you'll be sharing.
I don't hear any sound. I'm not sure whether others hear the sound.
Let me see if I can amend that. Thanks for mentioning it. Now.
Every patient with blood cancer or other blood disorders deserves the best possible chance at life. Finding the right match as soon as possible is one of our key goals. But at DKMS, we go beyond donor matching. Our research and development drives innovation in stem cell transplantation, developing diagnostics, advancing donor selection, and optimizing the DKMS donor pool, improving therapies and long-term patient outcomes. Through groundbreaking clinical trials and collaboration, we bring new hope to patients and their families. Our research focuses on improving treatment strategies and developing concepts for GVHD prevention. We work closely with collection and transplant centers worldwide, gathering data and biological samples from donors and patients in a secure, collaborative biobank. These invaluable resources empower research teams around the globe to push the boundaries of medical discovery. With access to a vast donor pool and unparalleled expertise, we are uniquely positioned to explore new ideas and address urgent scientific questions, turning laboratory breakthroughs into real-world solutions. we continuously refine our processes to shorten the time to transplant and increase donor availability. Every step we take leads to better patient survival and a higher quality of life. Science moves forward when we move forward. Together, at DKMS, we are dedicated to advancing transplantation and saving more lives.
Also, very powerful movie that shows the important work that DKMS does. And I think it's always overwhelming to see because we work with so many registries worldwide in different parts of the world where resources are so different. And then seeing what DKMS can do thanks to Mr. Harp is always quite impressive. So your tagline, Stefan, is "We delete blood cancer," and the video just showed how broad the work is that DKMS does in that aspect. So, what do you consider the most impactful aspect of DKMS's work when it comes to eliminating blood cancer?
That's a really tough question, and I thought about that a lot, but I want to come back to the slide I just showed with the world map. I would say what DKMS really makes special is that we work across countries' borders, and we don't really care about what are the bureaucratical barriers. They won't make us stop. We have entities around the globe, and we want to support patients where that help really is needed, especially there where infrastructure might not be as good as in other countries. That's why we have activities in Africa and in India and everything. So yeah, we want to kind of build support paths for those who are really in need of it.
So in that way, it's also great that you are supporting World Marrow Donor Day, because with the money that we get for World Marrow Donor Day, we also have special grants for countries that are developing their services for individuals who are working hard to get transplantation going in their country. So with your help here, actually, to WMDA can also contribute to that as well. You have been involved in previous World Marrow Donor Day celebrations, and is there anything you recall that really stands out from past events?
It's really funny because we already spoke about cakes, and that was kind of the thing which I wrote down because the thing is, for me, I remember a lot of funny cakes, and with Sanofi on the plate now, we do have another color, I would say, welcome purple, and to make even more colorful cakes. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I remember a lot of cakes last year. Also on the WMDA meeting in Cape Town, I guess we had like 3-time cakes for Anthony Nolan, WMDA, and there was another one. I don't remember. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to creative cake versions, especially in purple. Don't want to put the pressure on too much.
And we love our cakes. That's true. Yeah. And for this year, the theme is Hope Hero. And we believe that anyone can be a Hope Hero. So I was wondering if you could give a shout out to any of your colleagues. Who would you consider within DKMS who is one of your personal Hope Heroes?
It's really interesting because hope heroes can be everyone. Everyone can be a hope hero on your personal journey. And in terms of my personal career, I had a lot of people at DKMS, but also at WMDA supporting me. And I really want to take the chance to thank for a very special session we had at the very first WMDA meeting I attended. It was for WMDA newbies, and I really enjoyed the opportunity of exchanging with long-term WMDA members and having the chance to speak to those who are working for and with WMDA for quite a few for quite a few years now. And yeah, I really like that kind of session. I don't know who did it. I guess Martine, you were one of the people doing it, but I guess it was a group idea, and I really enjoyed that one. And yeah,
It's
just having the chance
actually
to.
it's Bronwyn Shaw. So
Oh yeah, right.
yeah, I'll let her know. She's not attending the webinar, but I'll be sure to send her a message because she'll really like that. Yeah.
Mhm.
And she is, as a transplant physician, indeed a hope hero. And great that you mentioned it. We'll have something similar in Madrid next year.
Oh,
So
nice.
yes. So considering the time, is there a quick message from DKMS that you would like to say, tell everyone for World Marrow Donor Day?
Yeah, that's pretty easy, I would say. Just join us. Join us with your content. Do whatever you want and show us your creative thinking of Hope Heroes. I'm really curious about finding out what are the Hope Heroes everywhere in the world across the community.
Thank you. Then to finish off, I have a few quick slides to share so everybody is informed about what we do World Marrow Donor Day as far as people weren't aware. So I'll start sharing my screen again. So just for everybody, I think we're all aware, but World Marrow Donor Day this year, it will be on the 20th of September. And the main purpose of World Marrow Donor Day is to thank our donors. But what is new this year is that we have a countdown to World Marrow Donor Day. So the week before World Marrow Donor Day, we will we're calling this the Journey of Hope. And each day will focus on a different group of stakeholders involved in the donation process for patients. And we've asked each stakeholder to highlight their hope heroes and to share them with us throughout the week. And we invite all of you to join us and to do the same. So any people you would like to put in the spotlight on each of these days, we welcome you to do so. And here you can see which day will focus on what. And we will start with the registries and cord blood banks. And then on the Monday, we will focus on the HLA labs and cell and gene therapy manufacturers and developers. On the Tuesday, we will focus on workup and collection centers. And it's not a coincidence that this is also a Pheresis Awareness Day. So we'll collaborate with their association as well. And then on the Wednesday, we focus on search coordinators and registry staff. So this is a really great opportunity for all registries that are joining to also put their employees in the spotlight and highlight the great work that you're doing. Then on Thursday, we have focus on couriers. These can be courier companies, obviously, but also we know that a lot of our members work with voluntary couriers. So great way also to highlight the important work they're doing. And on Friday, then we focus on caregivers. And this is also very broad, but these are the people who take care of the patients. It can be family members, friends, co-workers that help colleagues that are ill, but also, of course, the transplant physicians and nurses doing the important work of giving care and medication treatments to patients. And then on Saturday, as mentioned, we move to the donors and say, thank you, donor. And then we have one more very big request to ask all of you, because we are preparing a movie, and it's almost finished, I heard. One of my favorite people at this time, because she is doing so much, is Lorenza Castello, and she works for DKMS. She is a director and an editor, and she's helping us out with the movie. And we've received a lot of content from all our members after our first request to share video content they already had with famous people. So we've made a compilation of that, and we will share this video on the Saturday, World Marrow Donor Day, for the first time. So it will be a world premiere, and we hope it will go viral. We have permission of the famous people that are in the video to tag them on social media if they have social media. Unfortunately, Bradley Cooper, who you see in the screen, doesn't have social media, so we won't be tagging him. But Kim Kardashian, for instance, has agreed, and the athletes from Czech Republic, who are also in the movie, have also agreed. So we hope they will also share the videos on their platforms after we've tagged them. And we have requested this from them. So hopefully this will also help give us momentum. I'm realizing we're going a little bit over time, but so I'll wrap up quickly. Please be looking out for the hashtags, which we will ourselves be using as WMDA Office on the different platforms we have. We ask all of you to also use these hashtags. We know that some countries use different hashtags because of the language difference. So for instance, Brazil uses hashtag DMDMO. We are aware of this. Should your country also have different hashtags because of a translation for World Marrow Donor Day, please let us know the hashtag so we can find it and follow it. Then the Cake-Off, you've heard about this already from our guests. This year, WNDA office, we had special cookies made for everyone because we feel all our colleagues are hope heroes. So they each got their own cookie. But feel free to get creative, because what better way to get the conversation going on transplantation? It's so much easier if you have food with it to share. So, as Stefan already mentioned, great pictures, great cakes make for great pictures too. So enjoy baking if you have plans to do so. And then last but not least, we have, of course, the toolkit, in which you can read up on all the information I just gave you. And I will put the link to this in the chat. So this is the link to all the materials. And then for the toolkit, add that one as well. And this is the direct link to the toolkit. So anybody who hasn't seen that information yet, I've copied the links in the chat so you can find it there. Then for people who don't mind going a little bit over time, are there any questions? Feel free to ask. You can raise your hand or use the Q&A. Either way is fine. If you raise your hand, we can unmute you. Oh, yes. And Susanna just asked me in the Q&A if she could have the presentation presentation background? Yes, sure. I will send that to you. Any other questions? If not, then I would like to again thank our guests today, Idoia and Stefan. Thank you for being here and for presenting together with me. And then I wish everybody a great World Marrow Donor Day.
Thanks for having us.
Have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye.